Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a great day. Happy Wednesday. I wanted to talk about the WNBA Draft because it recently came on 2 days ago, Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, and I did watch the draft. So this year they had it where the players can go in person, meet each other. They can find out which team they're on. It was a whole lot going on during that day for the draft. I was happy to see it was in person. I know maybe last year or so they did it virtual because of COVID and everything that was going on. So it was great to see that they're trying to get it back in person. And I was happy for a lot of the players that got drafted, like Destiny Henderson from South Carolina. She got drafted to Indiana Fever. Indiana Fever, they was drafting a lot of good players. I'm like, well, damn, Indiana Fever doing the most because they have Destiny Henderson, they have Lexi Hall, and I'm going to talk about Lexi Hall because I was surprised to see she got drafted number 6. I didn't expect that to happen. Not that she's a bad player, because she is a good player. I do like how she play. Like, I'm going to admit, Lexi Hall is a good player. But I didn't think she was going to be number 6. And who else did they get? It was Destiny Henderson. It was Lexi Hall. It was, I think it was another girl from Baylor. Let me see. I know I had some notes down because I had to write some down to remember. Okay, I have it. Her name is Nelissa Smith. They have her. Then they also have Emily Enksler she was from that team Louisville. So they have a lot of good players. You know, these rookies coming in. I hope they play them because they can play very well, and I'm excited to see Destiny Henderson play for the WNBA. I know she is just gonna do her thing. She's gonna just be balling. So the WNBA, y'all better watch out because Destiny Henderson, she's about to take over. And another thing I want to talk about with Destiny Henderson, I didn't like that they called her for number 20. Like, why was she drafted number 20? I thought she was probably going to be in the maybe top 10. I think she should have been in the top 10. Because there were some players, like a lot of the players that were in the top 10, I was familiar with, like a lot of players. Like Shakira Austin, I believe she was drafted number 3, and she's from Old Mississippi, and she's going to Washington D.C. I think she's from the Washington area, so I'm sure she's happy that she's going to be close to home and everything now. But I was kind of disappointed with Destiny Henderson being called number 20 because she should have been like way in the top 10. I didn't expect her to be number 1 because I know number 1 they was talking about drafted Renee Howard for the longest. They were saying she was going to be number 1. So I knew they were going to choose her for the first pick because they were talking about that for the longest. So I was like, okay. I mean, none of that didn't surprise me. And then for the second pick, it picked Nelissa Smith from Baylor. She was second pick. To be honest, I didn't think she was going to be second pick. I thought Shakira Austin was going to be second pick, but she ended up being third pick. And then Emily Enksler, she was fourth pick. I had no clue who was going to be fourth pick, to be honest. And then fifth pick, no, there was a fifth pick. Let me see. I know I have to look. Sorry, guys. Who was fifth pick? Okay. I think I seen her play for Oregon. Her last name is Sabali. She was fifth pick. I know I did see Oregon play a few times. Oregon, they're a pretty good team. And I want to talk about Lexi Hall now. So I was just, okay, I know I did say I was surprised to see she was drafted number 6. My question is her sister, Lacey, going to the WNBA? That was just my question because I thought, well, maybe if they pick Lexi Hall, maybe her sister's going to get drafted. But I don't think her sister got drafted. So I'm just wondering, is she going to do Stanford another year? Or, like, what the heck is going on? So I guess that's just something to find out. I guess like all of that will come out at a later time, whether she's going to be in the WNBA or she's going to do another year at Stanford. She didn't speak out on it as of yet, but it'll come out sooner or later. And actually, I'm excited that the WNBA is coming back. I'm excited to watch the games. I will be doing videos on the games because I know, I think about last year, I did do some videos on the WNBA first before I started doing videos on the college games, the women's college games. So I'm very excited to see that the WNBA is coming back this year. Now, the draft for next year, I think that they're going to have Aaliyah Boston for the #1 draft pick next year. That's what I think. I wouldn't even bet on it. I just have a feeling she's going to be the #1 draft pick. Because I know this year she's going to be a senior. She already finished her junior year, so she's going to finish her last year with South Carolina this year. And I hope South Carolina do win the championship. And as far as the WNBA draft, it was good to see some legends at the draft. I did see Lisa Leslie. I'm always excited to see her around when the WNBA have events, because I would love to see her more on TV, like commentating. I noticed like when there are games, she don't really commentate. Like she may pop up here and there, maybe commercials or different documentaries or commercials regarding women's basketball. But I would love to see her, just be a host, when the women's games are coming on. Like, for example, what Rebecca Lobo does when she watches the games, and her and these other women, they talk about, who's playing who, and, during halftime. I would love to see Lisa Leslie during halftime report. Because I know Rebecca Lobo does it, but I want to see Lisa Leslie do it. Because I love Lisa Leslie. I've been a fan of Lisa Leslie for a long time. Ever since she was on the Sparks. Ever since the WNBA first started. I've been a fan of the game since the league started. Like, that was a long time ago. So I was happy to see her there. I was glad to see Don Staley support Destiny Henderson. So, Destiny Henderson had a lot of support going on. I'm happy for her. I'm glad she got drafted. And I know the UConn players, Avina Westbrook, Nelson Adota, Kristen Williams, they got drafted. But they weren't at the actual draft on TV. Maybe they celebrated at home. But they did get drafted on other teams. I did see that Avina Westbrook is going to Seattle. Now, she's going to be on the team with Sue Bird, which is good. And then I did see that Nelson Adota is going to the Sparks. Now, I'm from Los Angeles, so I'm always happy to see that somebody get drafted to the Sparks. And then Ray Burrell in Tennessee, she's going to the Sparks. I was like, wow. And Kristen Williams, I can't remember where she's getting drafted to, but I know she got drafted on some team. And that is about it. I just want to talk about the draft. I'm excited. I was excited to see it. I was excited to see the ladies get drafted. Anything is possible. The WNBA is out there. Little girls want to play basketball. Play basketball. You have a dream, follow it. So that's all I want to talk about. You all have a great day.